Hello guys and welcome back to what is a special edition of our alternate universe mode here in WWE 2K19. Thank you once again so much for being here, I really appreciate it. Like I said, special show tonight. Cast your minds back to the showcase week that we had. I think it was around week 10 or 11 in this universe, where there was just one match focused on all night long. And we'll get into what that is shortly. For those of you who don't know, I'm guessing that most of you here probably do by now, but in any event, the other matches that we've got going on tonight are all to do with our championship tournament, and it starts with Damien Zachary against Dixon Armstrong. Interesting one, this one. Zachary has been quiet again lately. Dixon Armstrong, if you've been sticking around, you will know he's been having a bit of a meltdown lately. That might change tonight because we, as you can see, have got George Blake back with us, so that might go some way to repairing the damage that's been done to the mind of Dixon lately, and it could be a really bad time for Zachary to catch him. Actually, we will have to find out, but that is what we're going to kick the show off with tonight. Following that, guys, we have got Johnny Justice newly signed full-time with Stephen York now. He's going to have the Viking Warrior, who is going to be in a hell of a bad mood. If you don't know why that is, then go back and check the last episode out. It was a shocker for sure. It is up on the channel now, but yeah, he's going to be in a really bad mood. Johnny Justice, for me, has got some proving himself to do with Stephen York, and it is a great opportunity for them as a full-time partnership now to get off to winning ways. They're against the Smiths, who we thought there was a bit of a fracture in the relationship between these two, but they had a good old fight last week for the tournament. There was no getting out of it for them, so I would assume that any issues that may have been creeping up there will have been dealt with now. You can see that Jordan was confirmed to be at ringside with Tyson, and Tyson is also, even though he's going to have had a match right just before, going to be in the corner of his brother Jordan tonight against Brock Cruz, and that is highly, for me, important in this match, because Brock Cruz has definitely turned his fortunes around in this universe of ours. He's looking to put 3 wins together tonight, and I'm not sure if he's even done that before, so we'll see whether that pans out or not. Speaking of people in form at the moment though, this Cornerstone Wrestling family of ours was tipped right at the very beginning of this universe to go on and do big things, being the only stable that we have here at the moment, but it hasn't really worked out for them. Having said that though, since Omar got in the ring a couple of weeks ago, he picked up a win. The week after, Cannon picked up a win, so a lot of pressure really on Aiden Horton tonight against an A-lister who's become less consistent than he's been in recent weeks, so it could be a good time for Horton to be catching him actually, and it's equally probably a bad time for the A-lister to be catching any member of Cornerstone at the moment. So that will be the tournament's main event, but this is what we're all here for. This is what we're focusing on tonight. A last man standing match between the franchise Richard Robinson, and he's going to be going up against Henry Bobby, and they're going to finally, after weeks and weeks, have a good chance tonight to put all of their differences aside. I am really looking forward to this match, like really looking forward to it. I have a feeling, just a sneaking feeling, that this match is one that is going to deliver, but we've got more stuff to take care of before we get there, so let's start doing that now with the first of our results, which does see Dixon Armstrong picking up a big win. That is going to do his mentality the absolute world of good. George is back. It's good to see him back, by the way. Franklin Major's outside as well. With all that going on, he manages to pick up the win against a tough opponent in Damien Zachary. We know that Dixon at the moment will probably now feel that he's got something to prove to George because of George having Franklin Majors with him now. If Dixon wants to remain George's #1 client, then he's going to have to keep putting wins up on the board, and he has got off to a great start in doing that. So commiserations to Zachary, he just fell a bit short tonight, but congratulations to Dixon Armstrong. And in the second match, there's a very similar feel to what Dixon's got going on for this little group here that's forming. Johnny Justice, he's going to be by no means the #1 client at the moment, at least, of Stephen York, because obviously his other client is the Viking Warrior, who has been just nothing short of successful in our universe at the moment. So if Johnny Justice does want to take that spot as #1 client, probably the best looked after one, you've got to say, being #1, then just like I mentioned with Dixon Armstrong, he's got to keep putting wins up on the board, and he's got off to a great start doing that tonight against Tyson Schmidt. So not the greatest night for the Smiths, and it does not get any better because unfortunately Jordan loses as well, and Brock makes it 3 in his last 3. He has certainly found something that is working for him at the moment. He's obviously sticking with it. The last 2 matches he's had as well have been on camera, so we have seen that he's become a lot more impressive. I wouldn't say aggressive because he's always had that, but he's definitely starting to find that confidence again, and like I mentioned before, when that becomes the case with Brock, then he becomes extremely hard to stop, and he has proven that once again tonight with the win over Jordan Smith. So although they may have worked their differences out, the Smiths, it's back to losing ways for them at the moment. And in our last match, we had A-List born against Aidan Horton, and Horton has continued the momentum of Cornerstone. We've seen a pattern emerging here in our universe at the moment, and people who were struggling to be consistent are all of a sudden now starting to put the wins together. Fair enough, at the moment with Cornerstone it has been individually just 1 each, but I'm talking about like Brock Cruz 3-3 now. We're just seeing people start putting it together. There's HB Kang doing it as well. So there's something, the tide's starting to turn maybe here in this universe of ours at the moment. Maybe it's too early to say that, I don't know, we'll have to wait and see, but congratulations nonetheless to Aidan Horton tonight. Back to the drawing board for the A-lister, unfortunately for him, but it is now time, guys, it is time for what we've come here for. It is our last man standing match. Rich the Franchise Robinson versus Henry Bobby. Lots of bad blood. It's time to see who comes out on top in this one, but we're not going to have to wait much longer because making his way to the ring now is the Franchise. He had to come out first. It was demanded by Henry Bobby because of things that have happened in this rivalry. For instance, the last time that these two met, Henry Bobby come out first. He was jumped by the Franchise. So he demanded that the Franchise come out first tonight. I'm sure somewhere Buster England is keeping an eye on things, making sure that his client tonight doesn't get the same treatment and get jumped on his way down to the ring, but Henry Bobby's really not that kind of guy. Robinson, on the other hand, is somebody who is absolutely just all about winning. He doesn't care whether you like him or not. He doesn't care how he gets it as long as he does get the wins on the board. And as much as people may not like it, and I understand that, you have to say so far the guy has been highly successful. He said he was going to be when he arrived here, and he's delivered on that promise. He is just stacked up win after win. Obviously we don't see him week in and week out, so we can't say he's anywhere near what Rutan's doing, but it is a good example Every time he stepped into that ring at the moment, he's delivered the results. So whether we like his methods or not, they certainly are effective. And this rivalry between these two all started way back when, I mentioned it earlier, the showcase week come about. Henry Bobby got the win in that match, and well, he went on to main event with, I believe it was Rutan at SummerSlam last minute. Robinson took very big exception to that. He and Buster claiming it was a fluke that this man won that match. He should never have been in it anyway. They were both running down that big victory of his. He took offense to it, came out, was saying things on the mic. There was back and forth between Robinson and him, Buster and him. I believe it ended up in Buster even getting attacked is how this came about. Bobby had just snapped and he'd heard enough of people running down the big win that he got and saying that he wasn't worthy of his main event spot. The worst two culprits of that were the franchise and Buster, and they just kept drilling that message home to Bobby face to face as well, and that is pretty much how we have ended up here. They just haven't been able. They had a match that weren't enough to put the heat aside for these two. Like I said, this man Bobby got jumped on his way to the ring, which played a big part, probably you have to say, in the outcome of that match. And rightly he took exception to that, and he called Robinson out, saying that he couldn't basically front up like a man and just take the match. He had to give himself an edge. So yeah, there's just been a lot between these two, a hell of a lot, and hopefully this match, this fight, they've both called it more Henry than Robinson, it has to be said. This fight will sort these issues out, but we wait and see. And going back to the showcase week that we had and the big match that Henry had and won, which started all this. Before that, you see Robinson here with the mind games already. He's going to do this on his own terms by the looks of it. You know that Henry Bobby would probably have been looking for that aggressive start, but he's not managed to get that. But what I was going to say was, had Robinson not been such an ass to Bailey, basically, he may well have found himself in that match. Instead, he attacked Bailey a couple of times, and Bailey had to show, as we finally get our first lock-up of this match now, Bailey had to show that he weren't going to be taking that, and Robinson went above Bailey to even get the contract that he wanted here, and we still, to this day, do not know what stipulation was put in that contract, because it went above Bailey's head. And yeah, if it weren't for that, if he wasn't acting that way, he could have been in that very showcase match that's made him so upset. But he went away and he learned some things from that. He went and signed with Buster. It's been a new, more understated look from him. He doesn't have the purple hair anymore. He's not coming out in the Flash shirts anymore. All the piercings have gone. And he's basically just, I think Bailey's helped him, but I keep saying Bailey, Buster, sorry, has helped him grow up a bit. And if he'd have came in with that attitude, he may well have been in that showcase match. He may well have won it, he may not have done. But if he was, then and he won, then maybe he would have been in the SummerSlam main event, which is where he wanted to be. And we'd have saw a hell of a match between him and Rutan, but things just haven't worked out that way. But back to this match, and it's been a highly impressive start. Like I said, he was playing little games. The franchise wouldn't lock up with Bobby until he was ready and got himself that edge, but at least this time he did it in a legal way. Not that many things, if anything, tonight actually is going to be legal in this match, but he probably knew that Bobby was going to come out aggressive tonight, or wanted to come out aggressive, and he's just not been able to do that. And you see again now, as maybe Bobby there off the reversal could have got some momentum going. That has been stopped straight away by the franchise, and he's obviously come with a game plan, and he's sticking to that at the moment, and you have to say it's working, so why not? I'm sure everyone came into this expecting it to be violent from the outset, but I think Henry Bobby might have been expecting that from the franchise as well, but it's just not played out that way. You have to say at the moment it's probably been a little bit outsmarted by Robinson. All the big talk and the back and forth between these two leading into this match, well, you would have thought they both mentioned it being a down and dirty fight. Robinson, I remember clearly saying that he was looking forward, which is quite disturbing, to having Henry Bobby's blood all over his hands, and he was going to make his blood stain the arena and this, that and the other, but he's came out, and for lack of a better term, I mean, he's punching the guy in the face at the moment, but he's out-thought him, out-manoeuvred him, and out-wrestled him so far. He's kept him grounded. If there was going to be a wave of aggression at the beginning of this match from Bobby, that has been neutralised, and at the moment, the franchise is in complete control of this match. Going to the legs now. It's not actually, in a last man standing match, a bad strategy to take the legs away, because you got no legs, you can't stand. So, but at the moment he's just absolutely just beating up on Henry Bobby, and Henry Bobby can do seemingly absolutely nothing about it. He needs to figure something out, but saying that, both of them are in fantastic condition. I think we've mentioned it before. Henry Bobby is somebody who will happily outwork absolutely everybody. He really does put the time in the gym and in the performance centre, so conditioning won't be an issue for him tonight, but he really needs to turn this around if he's going to do anything at all, because the franchise as well is in great condition, and he's pacing himself really well in this one. And the way that the match is going at the moment, I don't really foresee him getting tired. So yeah, Bobby really needs to figure something out right now. He said that he would beat Robinson in a match in the ring, and well, at the moment this hasn't been a fight, this has been a wrestling match, and Bobby is very much on the receiving end. I don't know if that will shock him and maybe mess with his head a little bit here, but he's not been able to get out the blocks at all at the moment. If this was something that Robinson and Buster worked out before this match, this kind of tempo that we're seeing, the keep him grounded and don't let him get that early momentum, it certainly is a very smart strategy, and it's one that is just absolutely paying out for the franchise at the moment. Like I said, Bobby really, he needs to create space here, he needs to figure something out, because if this match keeps going in this this way, in this trend, whatever you want to say, he is in big trouble. And yeah, at the moment it doesn't, I just don't foresee it going another way. We've seen Robinson in these moments, and he makes very few mistakes. So at the moment, Bobby has got a lot to figure out, a hell of a lot. We've seen a big move here, we've seen the franchise do this before, this deadlift suplex from the outside back in, and Bobby's ribs have taken a bit of a pounding in this one. Well, the whole midsection has actually, and that is going to do it no favours at all. And I'll tell you, we could be seeing the end right here, as we keep seeing it over and over again from different angles. It doesn't make it look any less brutal, and I am shocked at what I'm seeing right now, and it looks like this could be over before it gets done, and this will be the tamest of last man standing matches that we have seen. 8 count now, there's the 9, and Robinson picks Henry back up. He's clearly not done with him yet, as he just drives that shoulder into that injured midsection again. Big right hand here. We've seen this before from the franchise as well. That ride boy kick. Here it comes, and bang, that normally would open an opponent up, but at the moment there's no blood in this one, which has been promised. So we'll see how that goes, because again, I'm telling you guys, this right now, this could be over already as we reach the 4 count. There's 5 now. The franchise just standing over and absolutely beating up Bobby already. It's an 8 count. Once again, we've hit 9, and he's picked back up once more, is Bobby. Franchise not wanting this one to be over just yet. We're starting to see a few more big moves now though. Saw the drive-by kick. Henry Bobby has just bounced straight back up to his feet after a couple of really big moves from the franchise. That's impressive by him, but he might have just wished that he'd stayed down right now, because this could definitely end the match. It's a big boot to the side of the head. Bobby's face and head trapped between the boot of the franchise and that ring post, and this could be all. This literally could be all. The ref can see Bobby clearly. He doesn't want to come much closer to the action by the looks of it. He's up to 3, 4. Still no sign of movement from Henry Bobby here. The franchise standing still and over Bobby as well. Will he let it end this time? We're at 8 once more. 3 times if we get to 9 here, and we do, that we could have seen this one end, but at the moment the franchise is not looking to let Bobby off lightly. He wants a decisive victory, it seems, here tonight. And bang, that's going to help. That is going to help him a lot. Still, somehow, Henry Bobby is not bleeding. But that could change, because the franchise is walking around the ring. He's looking for something, and he's got the steel chair, and he's on his way back to a prone Henry Bobby at the moment. He's chucked the chair down though. Maybe it was just in case Bobby got back up. We're at 9 again. He's dragged back up, is Bobby. And oh, here's a reversal. Sign of life from him at last. Can he do something with it now? Goes for a strong kick there, misses it, and he finds himself in big trouble once again. I don't know what's going on with Bobby here at the moment, but he's just not able to do anything, and wow, that was a big chair shot to a defenseless Henry Bobby, followed up by another. There's the 3rd now, and it looks like the franchise, we've seen this side of him before, he's out for blood, and just as I say that, opened up now is Henry Bobby's skull. And things are taking a turn for the worse still for Bobby. What's the franchise going to do with him now? Are we going to see him? No, we're not going to see him go to the ring post again. What we are going to see is a sign of life from Henry Bobby. That's the 2nd one in as many minutes now. So you have to ask the question, is he starting to wake up and warm up to the task now? Is he starting to realise what he's in for in this match? That is a big chair shot from Bobby. Absolutely huge there, and we could see the start of the turnaround in this match now, and we're just about starting to see, as the franchise missed his right hand there, Bobby caught him with that chair again, and we're starting to see things escalate now. Big shot again from Henry Bobby. He is well and truly back in this match now. Another chair shot there. The franchise now is probably starting to realise what he could be in for tonight as well. Bobby chucking him away from the ring. Picks up that chair again before he even goes back to the franchise. That could be a smart move, because he has took a right pounding so far in this one. But yeah, we're seeing now that the franchise is starting to take a pounding as well. That's the 5th chair shot in a row from Bobby, mate. That's 6. And he just cannot get back to his feet at the moment. Robinson, there's 7 shots in a row from Henry Bobby. These are not weak shots either. It doesn't matter where he's hitting him. He doesn't care, Bobby. It can be to the head, the back, the midsection, the legs. He's really not bothered at the moment, as we saw another shot from him there. Taking the count now. Up to 3. And the franchise is starting for the first time in this match to look in just a little bit of trouble here. It's a 5 count. 6 make that now. And Bobby is not looking like he's going to pick up the franchise like he did to Bobby earlier, but he's missed that chair shot, and that could be catastrophic for him. Shot to the back now, going back to that injured midsection, but Bobby again, I said his conditioning was well, superb conditioning basically, and he's proving that right now. He's took some heavy punishment in this match, but he's definitely back in it now. He's missed that kick again though, as I say that. And what is happening here, he's daring the franchise to go backstage with him by the looks of it, and the franchise is going to follow him as well. Business, it seems, is going to pick up here, and the franchise is back in control of Bobby at the moment. Having said that, Bobby's up straight away. I don't know what's keeping him on his feet at the moment. It's probably just the pure hatred for each other. They're probably both using that as energy right now, and it's probably what keeps giving them both the will to just get up and fighting in this one. They hate each other that much that it's driving them, I think, at the moment. And we're seeing things really starting to pick up now. Bobby shoves Robinson into the locker room, still feeling that head, and well, it's hardly surprising at the moment. Big shot to the back there from Henry Bobby, with that pin to the back of that leg, and we see the knee brace on Robinson's knee as well. So smart moves there from Bobby, using the table now, and the franchise, wow, he just collapsed. He's just absolutely collapsed there. Bobby going for something big here by the looks of it. Was it a pile driver? That would be devastating on this kind of floor. A power bomb perhaps? Whatever it was, unfortunately for Bobby, he didn't manage to land it, and he's really going to pay for that now. This does not look good for him. It's power bomb position. Oh, into the back of the locker there. That's all. That is going to be all for this. What? Sorry about that, guys. Henry Bobby has just jumped straight back up from being powerbombed in that locker room, and again, it can only be how much these two just cannot stand one another that has just drove him back up there. That was a very sharp kick to the gut of the franchise there. Absolutely just collapsed him on impact, and that chair is back out once again. It has been Bobby's best offensive display so far whenever he gets that chair in his hand. At the moment, it's working for him, and you've got to just stick with what does work, I suppose. There must be a surge of energy here from Bobby, because he is military pressing the franchise and then just drops him recklessly through the table. That's all. This one's done. The ref can count as high as he wants here. There is no way the franchise is getting back up from that. Henry Bobby, we see there, just getting a just in case measure, getting that chair again, but there's no way he gets up from this. It's 7, it's 8 now, and he's back up to his feet, but he's met with another steel chair shot straight to the head, followed up by another one that caught the midsection and the thigh there by the looks of it, because the franchise grabbed at his leg. Another one to the head, and he's just being worn out with that chair all the way through this. I'm not going to call it a match anymore. It has become what these two said it was going to become. It has become a down and dirty fight. That is all this is right now. Franchise there with a big reversal straight to that cut of Henry Bobby on his head. Went for the overhead belly to belly there. Headbutt though from Bobby. Again, like I said, fight. Into this TV goes the franchise now. Oh, back of the head into it as well. What's Bobby got in mind here? He's going to spear the franchise straight into the TV screen, and if the table didn't do it, it's done now, surely. Bobby gets back to his feet, looking pretty proud of himself at the moment. And you know what? He should be as well. He has took so much crap on the way to this fight, and he's took so much punishment in it as well. But look who it is that is standing tall right now. It's not the franchise, and again, Bobby just a little bit cautious there in case he does get up by the looks of it, and he must have saw the franchise stirring or something, because he decided not to wait for him to get up this time. He's just continuing the punishment with that chair, and there's going to be injuries, let alone just cuts at the end of this fight for sure. And again, turned over to his stomach now is the franchise, and Bobby is just relentless. He's merciless at the moment with that chair. He's done big damage to the franchise's midsection in this one with that shot, these chair shots, and the spear to the TV screen as well. Let's not forget though, it was only a couple of minutes ago that he was powerbombed into the locker room, Bobby. It just hasn't stopped him. It has not stopped him one bit. He's right back on the offense, and I've never ever in our universe, I know he's not had many fights or matches, the franchise, but I've never seen him treated this way. And Bobby now makes a mistake, I think, by allowing him to make time to recover, and he's used that time straight away as well. No hesitation from the franchise here, picking the aggression up himself backstage now. It's kind of ironic really, because in the beginning of this rivalry, well, not the beginning, but the first match, Henry Bobby was talking about how Robinson couldn't front up and face him in the ring in a straight up wrestling match without jumping in beforehand. But in the beginning of this match, the franchise, in, if you want to call it, the wrestling segment of this match, well, he completely controlled Henry Bobby in all of that. It's turned into a fight, which is what Henry Bobby challenged the franchise to, because he said he couldn't, he had to meet him with these kind of fight tactics. And it's been Henry Bobby who's, well, not at the moment, but been in majority control of the fighting part of this match, where you would assume that he would have assumed that the franchise would have been in control of, like he is now, by the way. And at this point in the match, if the franchise wanted this to be over, I'm pretty sure it probably would have been after that huge powerbomb through the table, no less, that Henry Bobby just took there. But the franchise is not ready to end this yet. Again, both of these guys are running on pure hatred for one another right now, and we're seeing that just keep driving these two on. They don't want to end this. This is more, it's about more for them. You can clearly see that it's about more, as I think the franchise is now open as well, courtesy of Henry Bobby's elbow, and he is as well. So both men bleeding now. Franchise back in control. But what I was going to say is, for both of these two, it started out about being in the ring, this rivalry. It's a professional rivalry, but yeah, it's about more now, this match. It's gone further than that. It's about more than winning and losing. They're just looking to straight up hurt one another and prove a point to each other. And at the moment, they're definitely doing that. You've got to say that they're probably earning each other's respect, just at the mere fact that both of them are still going at this point in this match. They've took huge punishment, the both of them, and Robinson now is just giving Henry some receipts for those chair shots. That chair, up until this point, has probably been Henry Bobby's best friend in this match, but not in that exchange, it wasn't. And well, what are we going to see now? Again, up on the shoulders, Bobby, of the franchise, and he's just going to get dropped on that case there. and it just again collapses him on impact. We're into the parking lot now, where there is absolutely just nothing but concrete, of course, so nothing to break the falls on for these guys right now. It is it's about to get even more violent by the looks of it. I'm not sure what the franchise has got in mind at the moment, but he keeps on shooting Bobby over to these cars, and into the cars we go. Oh, Bobby's just bounced straight back from that like it didn't hurt him at all. It's hurt the franchise though. And Bobby's going to drive his face into... No, he's not going to drive his face into the car. He's going to get his own face driven into the hood of that car. And these two just continue to keep finding ways to make this even more brutal on the other. And at the moment, Bobby's prone on that car. He's now getting thrown onto it. What on earth has the franchise got in mind here? That's a stiff right hand from him. And Bobby's opened up a little bit more. And wait, the double underhooks. No way, the 2010 on the top of the car. This one's done. Forget about it. This one is over. Not only is that car wrecked, but Henry Bobby is as well. There's no way he gets up from this. It's a 2 count. A 3. And at the moment the franchise just standing over and absolutely brutalised Henry Bobby, but again he just can't let this fight be over. It's gone too far already for my money, but we're not at the end of it just yet, but we might be in a second, as now the car door gets slammed shut onto Bobby. I don't know what more can be done to this man. He just at the moment we're past the point of proving a point here, in my opinion. Clearly not for these two, because Bobby shoots a right hand into the jaw of the franchise there, and what more do these two want to do to one another? Both of them just will not quit. They will not stop beating up on each other, and this is taking so much of their careers away from each other. But again, like I keep saying, there's just that much disdain between the two of them. They really don't care. They're just going to keep on beating the hell out of one another, and at the moment they're not letting each other win or lose. Another big shot to the head there. You got to think there could even be concussion at this point. I mean, the guy's got 2010 on the top of the car, and he's just taking shot after shot to the head now. And wait, surely not again. On somebody's limo this time. If anybody is watching this and it is their limo, I apologise, because you're about to get, by the looks of it, Henry Bobby's head imprinted into the roof of your car, as again, that is the second time now he has suffered the 2010 on the top of a car. This is ridiculous. It has to be stopped at some point. I don't know what I'm saying here at the moment. We all know it can't be stopped until one of these is down for the 10 count. But how are they going to stay down for the 10 count when they won't let each other stay down for the 10 count? Whenever it looks like it's going to be over, they pick each other up and they just carry on fighting again and again. I don't know what it is going to take, as Bobby there into that glass face first. I don't know what it's going to take for these two to think I've had enough, like I've given enough. They've had the opponents had enough, is what I'm trying to say. I don't know if we're ever going to reach that point, as again Henry Bobby takes another big shot to the face. This time it was in that ice box, and again he shoots that jaw. When you think he's got nothing left, he keeps coming back. And the same with the franchise as well. When Bobby's been wearing him out with a chair, with the spear into the TV and whatever, he keeps coming back. Maybe that's what these two are waiting for, where there is just no sign of life from the other. That at this point is all I can think of, where they're just completely defenseless and have been for quite a few minutes, and they just can't fight back no more. maybe that's what they're looking for out of each other, where it is a decisive win. And the blood is just absolutely pouring from the franchise now, as it is from Henry Bobby as well. Underhooks again, and it is a hat trick of 2010s on the top of cars. This is ridiculous. And surely now it is done. This has been an absolute war. It's not even a 2 count before he picks him back up. But again, look, he just fights back, Bobby. He will not stop fighting. Reversal again. And now it's Robinson's turn to get shot into that car. Is he going to have a door slammed on him? He's not, but Bobby just keeps up the offense. Oh, into that crate, gut first. It was almost the corner of that as well. Franchise says no to the kick though, and oh, the back of Bobby's head's just bounced off the concrete there. Oh my life. This is too much. This has been an absolute war. It has been by far and away the most violent match that we have seen in this universe of ours at the moment. And again, I don't even think the ref got to 2 before the franchise got up. That's caught Henry Bobby completely off guard there. Where's the franchise going now? Maybe mercifully he's going to let this one be over, but it doesn't look like it. Here we go again now. He's being carried around, Bobby. I don't know how the franchise has got the strength to do that, and then F5s him on the concrete. That is the back of his head bounced off that unprotected concrete. His face bounced off the unprotected concrete, and then he's just shoved into the wall and completely collapsed. This is too much now. It is just too much. Being carried again now is Henry Bobby. Where are we going now? Coming back towards, I was gonna say the locker room area, but the backstage area in general, I suppose, as the franchise, by the way, has got up from the count on his own this time. And he shot into the wall, and Henry Bobby again, after all of those 2010s on those cars, having the door slammed on his head and all the rest of the stuff that's happened to him, he's somehow back in control of this fight. It's not a match anymore, it is a fight, and it's getting to the point where careers are going to be at stake in this one. Again, it's not about climbing the ladder. It's not about that win or loss on your record anymore. This is personal. It's got personal, even more personal, I believe, as Bobby just made a huge mistake. But it is hardly surprising at this point. Again, the franchise makes one as well, but they've both took so many heavy shots to the head, and they've both got to be just physically exhausted. And just their bodies have got to be wrapped in pure pain at this point. So no surprise really that we're seeing mistakes at all in this one. And again, just they're throwing right hands now. Into that shelving unit there, and he almost fell on it as both of them, the shelving unit and Robinson there, just collapsed again on impact. But as like I was saying, I believe that this now is about male pride, male ego. It's personal in that way now. It is proving to each other, not that they're the best, but they're the bigger man, the better man, the man that can take more, the man that is going to win. This, for their words, not mine, this down and dirty fight that we're watching here. And it is now, is it Robinson's turn to go through another table? It is, and again, surely it is over now. Surely it's over. Like, it's gonna be mercy for one of these two when it is over. They have took a ridiculous amount of punishment in this match, and it looks as though Bobby's not gonna let it end. And wow. That is going to annoy him as well, that Robinson has just managed to get up from that at this point in the fight. I don't. Yeah, there's too much pride at stake here. Neither of them is going to stay down, and Bobby just launches Robinson across the production area there, and now challenges him to come back to the ringside. And for me, he's just made two big mistakes there, and he's paying for one already, as we see the MIA on the top of the ramp, and that should be that. I was just going to say, for me, Henry Bobby there has made two huge mistakes, and it's not going to be over because, once again, the franchise won't let it. And the referees even got took out in this one now. We are seeing unbelievable action tonight, but leaving the franchise on his feet and almost challenging him to chase you back to ringside, where, let's not forget, all the way back in the beginning of this match, the franchise completely dominated this match in and around ringside. So for me, Bobby has made a big mistake coming back here, and he's going to pay for that now with the stairs to the midsection. Somehow they keep escalating things over and over, and with everything that's happened, I don't know how that's possible, but they're keeping on doing it. As a big shot to the face there for Bobby with those steel steps, and it's still not enough for the franchise. He still wants to hurt Bobby even more, and he's about to, as well, as Bobby is just smashed straight through that barricade. And the fans, for, well, I was going to say for one, but there's clearly a lot more than one of them, are more than happy to see these two return to the ringside area, as obviously they're much more in the match now, and really, quite sickeningly, enjoyed Bobby being sent straight through that barricade. And at this point in the match, you would think that that would be it, but by the looks of it, yeah, the franchise still is not gonna let this one be over, and Bobby still has more punishment to take. How much more can either of these take? Oh, cutter there. I thought for a second that Henry Bobby there was going to hit a reverse, but no, it was just more punishment for him. And it's not looking great here, because it looks like once again he's going to be smashed through this barricade. And here we go, bang, there it is, the impact at this point. Almost from the beginning of this match, that midsection has been targeted, and he has got to have broken ribs at this point, Bobby. But look at him. It's unbelievable. He's straight back up to his feet again. I can't quite believe this. And he's taking control of the match as well. What is it going to take to put either of these two away tonight? We will have a victor one way or the other. Mistake from him there, though. He just doesn't seem to have the power in him anymore to be able to lift the franchise like that. But having said that, he has maintained control of the match, and bam, into the stairs face first goes the franchise. And at this point in the match, everything, absolutely everything, just must be hurting that much more now. They've both lost a hell of a lot of blood in this one, and it looks like there's a receipt with those steel steps coming for the franchise. Here we go into the midsection, and again into the lower back, but no, the franchise gets up, and Bobby's caught in the back of the head with a right hand, and the momentum again switches in this match. And well, okay, I was gonna say at this point even that trip on the stairs could have been enough, but no, Bobby's still up to his feet. He's caught the franchise trying to be a bit cocky there. And, well, we're not going to end this one in the ring, because back outside goes the franchise, and he bounces back up to his knees, and he's back to his feet as well, or he would have been. But Bobby's met him out there. Elbow into the ring post goes the franchise now. What's Bobby got in mind here? Just whacking that face off the ring post. And this match has just been too much. And oh my god, it's going to get worse. it is going to get worse. It's been so back and forth, this one. It has been ugly. It's been a fight. It's been an absolute war. And whoever does end up winning this fight is absolutely going to have earned it. It could be a while after tonight before we see either of these two, because they have took a huge amount of punishment, more than I think we've ever seen anyone take, including that horrible beating that George Blake took from the franchise at SummerSlam. This has gone way beyond that, way beyond it. And Henry Bobby once again returns to his best friend, and the refs caught another one, but so did the franchise into that midsection again. Robinson has been brutalised by those chair shots tonight. So has Bobby, for that matter. The referee has even been knocked out twice during this fight. Nobody at all is safe. And Bobby now has got a prone franchise up against those railings. And it's going to be his turn to get smashed through the railing. And again, the fans are absolutely loving this. And it's just complete and utter. It's brutality like we have never seen in this universe of ours. And even the refs say not safe. And look at the franchise there, just getting back to his feet like nothing's happened. It is incredible the condition that these two are in, to just be able to keep getting up on their own at this point. Like, this match has been going on for some time now, and it has been all heavy, high impact moves. It hasn't even really been moves, they've been weapons, power bombs into locker rooms, spears through TV screens. The barricades have been smashed to bits in this one. The 2010 3 times for Henry Bobby on the top of cars, car doors being slammed into heads. You name it, we have seen it in this one. Tables have been crashed through, and if Bobby's staying in control of this one like it looks like he's going to, with another heavy chair shot to the face there, then he hasn't took the covers off those tables for no reason. We're gonna see another one destroyed at some point if he can stay in control of the match for long enough. He's not letting the ref even count anywhere near the 10. Again, it's more than a win or loss, this one. It is male ego at its worst. It is proving who the bigger man is. And we're beyond a match in this one. We were beyond it a long time ago. And big European uppercut counter there. And now Henry Bobby could be in big trouble, taking those covers off those tables, getting them ready to be smashed through, because now the franchise has got control of this match once again. And Bobby could be, no, he's not done for. He's not going to stop fighting. Neither of these two are going to stop fighting. It's unbelievable what we're seeing right now. And are you kidding me? At this point in the match, look how much Bobby has still got left. We talked about mind games at the beginning, when it looked like this was going to be a match from the franchise coming in with a plan. But that is mind games there from Henry Bobby. Being able to do that at this point is nothing short of remarkable. And here we go now. Robinson prone on that table. And Henry Bobby is going to take the risk of all risks, and he lands the elbow. Oh my God, what he's willing to put himself through to hurt Robinson in this match is incredible. I can't quite believe what we've just seen, and he's back to his feet himself. Like, that's got to have hurt him as well. But you wouldn't think it to look at him, although saying that, he did just grab at those ribs there that have been targeted a lot during this match. Also grabbing at the head, and this is probably it, guys. I can't imagine that there's any more left in either of these. But Bobby picks him up. He picks him up. What more are they going to do to each other in this match? In this fight, sorry. It's incredible. It is absolutely incredible what we have witnessed tonight I just wish at this point that one of them would let this end now and let both of them stop suffering, because onto the monitor there, not just a broken table, with that reverse suplex. This surely has to end soon. It has to. Again, I can't see what more. I'm amazed that they're both on the feet. What more they're going to do to each other. What more they can do to each other. What is left that they haven't done. I shouldn't have asked. I should not have asked. Because now we're going to see another 2010. This time through the announce table. And surely now that's it. They've wrecked the ringside area. It is a complete and utter disaster zone outside now. All the barricades are broken. The announce tables are broken. The damn wrestlers are broken. It's unreal. I've not seen anything even close to this in our universe mode. It is ridiculous. And mercifully, it looks as though it's over now. 9 for Bobby. And it's not over because, again, the franchise won't let it be over. He's picked up Bobby at the last possible moment, obviously catching a breather himself while Bobby was being counted out, and that was a horrible move. Especially at this point in the match, you just saw Bobby's body contort around that ring post. It's not supposed to do that, the ring post or Bobby's body for that matter. Whipped into the barricade now, and again face first. Again face first. And oh dear. You do not want to be there, Bobby. You don't want to be there. Your ribs and back are about to get smashed again. There it is. The fans are saying this is awesome. This is too much. It's not awesome. It was awesome a while ago, maybe, but not at this point. These two are never, ever gonna be the same after this match. They have took years off each other's career, surely, at this point. And, well, oh wow. I was gonna say what's left. There is nothing left to do at this point. What more have they got to prove to each other? And we've seen a power bomb onto the stairs now, for crying out loud. Just get in the ring, let the ref count to 10 now. He's done. Obviously they're not going to do that. And we're going to continue this fight onwards. But hold on a minute. Back into the ring we go now. This is where the franchise earlier had complete control over this fight. Is he going to have that again? It doesn't look like it. Bobby with a backbreaker, and that could be enough at this point. That really could be enough. This could actually be over. It's a 3 from the ref. That would be enough in a normal match, but the franchise bounces to his feet. Somehow had the wherewithal to know there was a right hand coming his way there, and manages to reverse it. He's in complete control now. I'm not quite sure what they're actually doing there. I think he was trying to shoulder block, but they're just bouncing off one another. Neither are willing to go down, as you can see there. Reversal from Bobby now, who's somehow back on his feet and fighting in this match, and this could be it. This is going to be a big move, whatever it is at this point. It's an arm drag. The franchise bouncing off the mat there. And again, at this point, you have to... Wow, the cumulative effect is what I was going to say of all the punishment they've taken. But the franchise got almost straight back up from that. And there is another MIA in the middle of the ring. Surely now we've seen the end of this fight. The franchise wiping the blood out of his eyes probably there. Bobby, you can see, struggling and squirming around, just trying to get back up. But I think finally it looks as though his body's gave out on him. No movement from the franchise either. I think this is going to be the end. It's 9. What? What? Are you kidding me? At this point, Henry Bobby still has fight and will left in his body. I can't quite believe it. But it's over now anyway. It doesn't matter now. 2010. we're done. In the very center of the ring. Maybe that was Bobby's last hurrah in this match. I can't quite believe, and I bet the franchise couldn't believe either, that Bobby just got up from that MIA. But he did. And he was met straight away with a 2010. I think it looks as though that Robinson just wants this one over and done with now. And who can blame him? They have gone through hell tonight, these two. It's 9. And Bobby got up. Bobby just got back up at 9 again. He's now perched up on the top rope. Again, whatever happens from the top rope at this point in the match will probably, and I'm just going to say probably at this point, not surely, would be enough to end it. But whatever it was that the franchise went for, Bobby said no, but he still ends up. Wow, he bounces straight back up to his feet again. I think he may have used a little bit of momentum, to be honest, this time as he crashed into the mat. Oh, he's wide open and into that midsection again. I will be extremely surprised if he doesn't have some broken ribs at this point. Perhaps the both of them. They've definitely got to have concussions as well. But still, they fight on. And again, Henry Bobby perched on the top rope. Big right hand from the franchise there. And underhook. We've seen this before. 2010 off the middle rope. Surely now. Sorry, probably. That should probably be enough at this point. I just can't see what more that they'd be able to do to one another. Again, I don't see what more they can do to each other. They've hit their biggest moves. They've put each other through tables, through cars, through TVs, through the barricades, through the announce tables, you name it. It has happened in this absolute war. It's a 9 count, and this time there's no squirming or movement from Bobby, and finally this war comes to an end. I said there would be a winner, there had to be, and it was the franchise that I don't even want to say won really. It was more a case of survive in this match, the most unreal match that we have seen by quite some distance in this universe that we have created, this alternate universe. These two gave absolutely everything they had in their hearts, in their bodies, in their souls. They just kept fighting all the way through, and I think probably the mind and the heart of Bobby wanted to continue, but at some point, with everything that went on in this match, one of their bodies was going to give out, and it happened to be Henry Bobby's tonight. Surely they've earned enough of each other's respect that we don't have to see them go through anything like this again now. Time will tell on that one. They obviously at some point in the future will meet again, but I wouldn't anticipate that it would be anything like this or anything with this amount of aggression, or I don't know, but what I do know is that was one hell of a fight. It has been another great night here on Raw in our alternate universe, and this is the time with all the action done now for me to just say thank you so much for being here and watching these. I can't describe what it actually means. It is so fun to make these, and I feel like myself that they're getting better at this point. And if you agree with that, or even if you don't, as long as it's constructive, please do use the comments box. Also use the like, the subscribes, and if you do hit the subscribe, don't forget to hit that bell as well so you don't miss any future episodes. And other than that, guys, I think that is me done for tonight, because my throat is still absolutely killing. So yeah, enjoy the rest of your night. Once again, thanks so much for being here, enjoy the rest of your night, and I will hopefully see you all again soon for the next one. But for tonight, guys, that is it. I hope you've enjoyed it, and yeah, I will see you all soon. Bye bye.